So today's video we're gonna change a rubber seal on the fuel tank. It's located underneath here. So as you can see on the floor, there's a little bit of fuel leaks, and right over there. So I'm gonna try to change that gasket because it's leaking fuel. I waited for this gasket for 2 weeks. That's why I didn't make any new videos. I already changed the fuel pump, but now it's leaking fuel. So it was 20 euro, this fuel pump, this fuel gasket, and I'm gonna change it now. Also, what I did is I put an O-ring into some gasoline to see if it holds up, but the result is that O-rings are not made for resisting to fuel. And if I take a piece, so I took out the piece, and as you can see, it breaks down, so it's not resistant to fuel. It breaks down into small pieces. I'm trying to get out the last piece inside this bottle to see how this piece holds up. Okay, so this is the other piece of the O-ring. I already tested this out, so okay, so it broke down. I wanted to use some O-rings on that gasket there on the fuel tank, but it would definitely have been broken. So this is the result. The result is that O-rings are not made to resist fuel and gasoline. So yes, let's try to change this O-ring and see if now we're gonna have any more problems. Hopefully this will be one of the last fixes that I need to do, and then I can drive the car for a little bit more. I already unlocked the rear brake and the front brakes that were seized a little bit, so now all that remains is this fuel gasket on the fuel tank. So wish me luck. I'm gonna pull out the fuel pump from the inside the fuel tank and change this gasket and see if this solves the problem. So let's see how it does. So I jacked the car up in the air as high as I can. I put the safety underneath the car, and as you can see, here is the fuel leak. Hopefully changing the gasket will fix the fuel leak. I have like 5 liters of gas inside the tank, so first I need to take it out. I have a pan, stainless steel pan, and hopefully this will get the job done. Let's continue working. So I clean this part up best as I can. Nowadays it's not worth it to have a InTank fuel pump, because the newer fuel pump can make the pressure you need. So somebody cut up the part with the fuel pump. But the bad thing is I don't have a fuel filter. So I had the strangest of luck. I had this InTank fuel regulator for Piaggio, and I'm taking this part out, and this is the part number. If you want to do this this fuel filter and not spend a lot of money, and this fuel filter just fits right in here. So I had the strangest of luck. As you can see, it's perfect fit. So now I also have a InTank fuel filter, and that's the best luck that I have. I had this fuel regulator stuff for like 10 or 15 years because I used to have a Piaggio. So this is the part that you need to buy if you want an InTank cheap fuel filter. Hope this solves the problem of junk getting into the engine. So now what I'm going to do is put a rubber gasket here, and after I put the gasket here, you can see it fits quite well. I will mount it up, and hopefully I don't have any fuel leaks anymore. As you can see, the old gasket is like really crummy. I think this is the original gasket, and it was leaking fuel all over the place. Also, this for this part here that costs 20 euro, it's dangerous that your car can burn down for this part. So when you're getting an older car, check the fuel system and also have a fire extinguisher with you. Another thing that I wanted to tell you to take in consideration: when you get a new fuel pump, get this split washers. This will help not getting the cable loose. So get this split washers, as you can see here, because mine fuel pump didn't come with split washers, and the pump the wires came undone. So take in consideration when you're mounting the fuel pump to get this grooved or split washers. This is really good, so the cable connection doesn't come undone. So I'm really happy that I had this much luck. You can't imagine how happy I am that I have a fuel tank. And this part, if I ordered this part new with a fuel filter, it would have cost me around 150 euro. So I fixed this part for free, so I'm really happy. Now I'm gonna put this in and put the gas in and see if the car runs okay. Using a magnet, a neodymium magnet, to see what's inside the fuel tank. As you can see, inside the fuel tank there's a lot of metal shavings, so you need to clean this up, because if not, your fuel system will gonna get bad and won't work. So be sure to, when you change this washer, make sure to get a good strong magnet and try to remove as much dirt as you can inside. So there's another tip for you. So let's keep cleaning. This is what's inside the tank. There's a lot of debris and a lot of junk, so I didn't manage to get everything out. I used this magnet that I made to try to pull out, and then I use the vacuum cleaner and I put a tube on it, and then I vacuumed out everything that was in the gas, and now the gas tank is much cleaner. Let me see if I can show you somehow inside. So this is inside the tank. Okay. This is the new fuel pump. The wires are quite tight. Okay. So yeah, this is the fuel tank. Now I can mount the fuel filter and connect everything up, and also put the fuel in and test the car. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, fitting this with the new gasket in. I cleaned it as much as I could, so let's put this in and see if everything goes to plan. So this is as much as I can tighten it by hand. This is how much was tightened before, because the fuel tank has a heat here and also hit this screw, but I'm gonna tighten just a little bit more. I didn't tighten it so much. Everything seems to be as tight as it could be. Don't tighten it very much. Now we're gonna put this in, and now we're gonna put the clamp. Okay. Now let's get the key. I don't like this curve here, it's quite tight, but there's not much I can do. Maybe I will push it around this part here. Okay, so now seems a lot better. So just push it here. I will put something to tie it up here. A plastic zip tie I will put here. Okay, so everything seems to be tight. The way that I routed the fuel pump is from here all around the fuel tank here, and then around here. Take the gas from, put it inside this bottle, and I'm gonna use this funnel that also has a strain inside, so you can see it's a very fine strain. So this is the way to do it. So I did a big mess again. That is that somebody cut up the high pressure fuel line, and I need to use this type of thing, and this was not tightening the fuel line, the rubber fuel line, and I made a big mess. As you can see, it's full of fuel. I will need to cover up and clean everything up here. I will show you what I did. So now let me see if I can get under the car. So what I did to solve the problem, I used 2 of these metal brackets, as you can see, and now I'm not losing fuel anymore, but it's a temporary fix. The best fix would be to have a high pressure fuel line. So I will need to find one of those high pressure fuel lines somewhere. But for now, I think this will fix the issue. Also, the car starts really well now that the fuel leak is fixed. I think the fuel pressure will be much better now. I will have much better fuel pressure. I also need to put a zip tie here, so everything is a-okay. So now I'm gonna go and test drive the car again. So I cleaned the place up. I put some sand, poured some gas on the ground, so I figured now I'm gonna take the car to my parking space. The car starts right up, so that's quite good. And the car was sitting for 2 weeks, so as you can see the battery is still good. Now it's not pouring gas anymore. You can hear the fuel pump and it starts right up. So you really need the fuel pressure to make the system work, the fuel system. The car is running real good. He's revving a little bit high, but I will try to sort that problem out in another day. But for now the car is running and I'm quite happy with the result. The video for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. So this is the video for today. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.